Another episode of Bread Up. I'm Lucas.
I'm Julian.
Guys, hoping you're getting your bread up. I think you did this week. This week's
it was
been
a fantastic
fire.
week. Hopefully,
Fire
we
week.
all got in on some incredible plays. It was a green week all around.
It was.
We're gonna go over the picks that we did. We picked. I personally picked Square. It's the somewhat new e-commerce accepting credit card payment for small businesses, but they had a nice recovery.
Yeah, honestly, I think you could be a vegetable and call the plays that we did. I mean, it was like things were so oversold, and I think everyone watching this knew for the past 3 weeks, it was like you think you bought the bottom, and it just kept going down. You're like, how much farther is this going to go? And I think as long as you bought along those lines, I think you have a safe enough, you're covering yourself enough. And I think, but Square was a huge dip, and Julian called that, and it had a great rally last week. And did it hit? Was this last week? Did it hit 191 last?
It hit its low.
It hit it shot from 191 to 242 in a whole week. That's incredible.
Or on the month, yeah.
On the week, my pick was Workhorse. It hit a low of 11, rallied back up to 16. Guys, if you have Workhorse right now, hold it. It is going to my price target is $25 by the end of this week. That's what I think. I think there's going to be an over growth in the market this week just because of the bond yields. Usually the bond yields are inversed, so. And with that right now, I think that the market's gonna shoot up, in my opinion, this week. And also with there's a mass amounts of vaccination and the good news in the economy, the good news. I mean, we're so used to bad news. I think that the market's gonna be overzealous, and the investors are just gonna be pouring into those growth stocks. And that's usually what me and Julian talk about on this channel is a lot of growth stocks like EV, renewable, fintech. You know, these companies are all mid to low cap growth stocks, and when there's selling in the market or overbuying in the market, those growth stocks shoot up or shoot down a lot. And I think this week it's going to be prosperous.
Yeah, I would. If last week, if your picks and you saw some really high growth in your account, I would say this week, we think it's going to be some more green. But like we said, there's always days that you always are trying to look for a discount. There's the days that are the most green aren't the days you want to be buying and taking huge positions in these companies. You really want to be waiting for those red days. So just be mindful of that, and hopefully we have a great week this week. But we're going to steer the direction in a different way now for this video topic. It's going to be less stock market, financial related. It's going to be more personal growth and more mindset.
Because we like to do this thing where we like to go 1 week we're doing stocks and analytics and picking and, teaching you guys how to pick a cool stock and what we like to do. And the next week we like to do a mindset and kind of a personal growth lesson.
Yeah.
And understanding yourself and how to be better at life, really. And this week we really want to talk about, negativity and just people hating on you and doubt.
Yeah,
and
negativity is one of the most toxic and detrimental things to surround yourself with, and it's a lot of times it's looked all over the radar. And having positivity around you and finding some kind of aspect of positivity in a negative situation is what we're going to be talking about, and just sharing our personal stories and what we've done personally to deal with negativity in our lives, and hopefully we can share some examples and help you.
Without a doubt. I like to say the biggest thing is if self-doubt is the worst doubt in the world, because it's no one hating on you except yourself. And I think that's what everybody deals with in their life is self-doubt at some point. People look in the mirror and they think they're too fat or they're too this, they're too that, or I'm not good looking enough. I'm not capable of trading stocks. I'm not capable of putting money away. I'm not capable of getting that job. That's you saying that. No one's actually telling you that, but you're telling that to yourself. So the number one thing to overcome any kind of negativity is just saying F you to what you your doubt of yourself. You have to relieve yourself of self-doubt. And I think what comes from that is discipline and creating habits for yourself that are prosperous, So, because I like to say, motivation is temporary. Motivation won't get you to the finish line. Motivation can start you, but your actions will take you to the finish line. So when you get some motivation, okay, great, you watch this podcast, it works for about 10 minutes, and now what? Put some work towards yourself, and then you see results. That will instill confidence, relieving yourself of self-doubt. It really starts with starting and just saying, F it, I'm going to do this. Whatever it is, starting a business, getting a better body.
Yeah, you have to. Anything that you want to do, whether you're training to become a professional athlete or you want to be an astronaut or a firefighter or whatever it is, there are going to be people there in your life that are going to tell you, and they're going to be rooting against you. And no one really supports you until you're succeeding at whatever you're trying to succeed at. And that's what that self-doubt is what we're talking about, is you have to be your number one fan in any situation, because no matter what you're doing, the people around you are gonna be shitting on it, and they're gonna be shooting it down. And if you have this negative self-doubt within you, that's just one extra person in your life that's doubting you. And if you have one person in your life that is rooting for you, it's got to be yourself. And that's got to come from within you, and you got to know that you're going to do whatever it takes to get where you want to be. Yeah. And people aren't going to gratify you until you've already gotten it. So don't expect people to, everyone to just root for you and believe in you, because it's just not how it works out.
I think it's super important to think that whatever you're starting in, it doesn't matter what industry, it doesn't matter what your goal is, depending on how good your friends are, and I think it's going to be a huge thing, you're going to see how true your friends are when you start wanting to better yourself. It happened with me for a lot of people in my life just in the past 2.5 years. I started wanting to do a lot of variety of things. Like, for example, aside from doing this, and I love investing, I love making movies, I want to be a producer, and I want to be an actor. Dude, it takes a lot of resilience and determination to do it. And at first, when you tell people that stuff, you're going to really see if they believe in you. A good friend will go, dude, I hope all the best, man. You just got to work hard at it. I want to see you succeed. But others are going to go, you know what, Lucas? Like, dude, are you serious, man? Are you playing? Are you capping? Like, you're going to see who your real friends are. But I think it's important. No matter what you do, you're going to get hate from it. It doesn't matter if you want to better yourself, people that don't want that from themselves are going to shit on you wanting to be better. And that person does not belong in your life. Because how can you become better if they don't? It doesn't add up. You want to go this way and they want to stay there. It doesn't work. Pretty soon you're going to be so far ahead of them, all the way over here on the chart, and they're going to be back here milling about the same bar, the same high school experiences or whatever, college experiences. Meanwhile, you're better in your life, you're meeting new people, you're gaining new wisdom and knowledge. And I think that's what life's all about, is a consistent evolution. And I hate how people think that, like, self-help books and mindsets, a whole bunch of garbage. It's rubbish. I've heard that before. Well, yeah, of course you heard it before, but you haven't done anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like saying someone. You could read the Bible 1,000 times, but if you don't practice any of it, your life's going to be the exact same. Whatever, it doesn't matter what script you're reading, you need to do it. And those people are negative. You need to reflect who's in your group. I mean, Julian, like, what are your thoughts on negative friends and, like, people like that, bro?
Yeah, like I said, anything that you want and that what you're doing is going to all come from you. Like, you have to be... Like, at the end of the day, when you're on your deathbed, and I heard this quote from Gary Vee, but when you're laying in your deathbed thinking about your life and all the things you've done, you're not thinking about what Joe Schmo was saying back 15 years ago or whatever. You're not going to give one shit about anyone's opinion, because you're dying, and at the end of the day, it's just you. You're by yourself. You're going out of the world by yourself. And everything, if you really think about that, and if you live your life on that day-to-day basis of, I'm doing what I want to do for me, and I don't care what anyone else thinks, that's the mindset you have to have within anything you take. Like, too many people are just still stuck in thinking, what are my high school friends gonna think of me, or what are
my colleagues, like, what am I,
like, what people around me are just thinking of what I'm doing. Like everyone's caught up in thinking about that, but in reality, it doesn't matter. Like, you are alone in this world, like, when you die, and no one's opinion matters at the end of the day. So,
like what's the worst that can happen? Like, you piss them off, they hate you because you're doing better. Okay, I start reading more books, I start doing this, I start that business, I start becoming successful. They hate you. Okay, you didn't lose a friend because they're not your friend.
They wouldn't hate you, and they wouldn't be negative about anything you're doing if they're really supporting your ideas and your journey. So like we said, just don't. Not even your parents. No one can tell you what to do.
That's the toughest.
And that's the thing. A lot of people's parents shoot down their goals and their dreams at an early age, and they're not motivated to work at what they really wanted to do. And at the end of the day, your life isn't your parents' life. It's not your friend's life. It is your life, and you are the only one that dictates how it's gonna go.
Yeah, things like what's important. Like obviously, like it's a tough and touchy subject for a lot of people because unfortunately, parents like to believe they want what's best for you, but then again, you are not them. So a lot of times they want to force like. I'm fortunate I have both two loving parents who like absolutely support what I do, everything that I do, which I'm so blessed to have, you know. And I think it's very similar to you as well. Like we are blessed to have two, you know, awesome both pairs of parents that believe in us, you know. But a lot of kids don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. And it sucks because you love them and they love you, but there's a level of respecting them, but there's also like I respect you, but I want to do what I want to do. Because I know what I want to do with my life. Especially for the younger people watching this, like the majority of our demographic here are very small, but majority demographic of younger people watching this, you're young. If you're between the ages of like 15 and 35, 30, dude, those are years of you becoming what you want to become. This is your time, especially in your early to mid-20s. You can't care what other people say. I mean, you don't want to have a life of regrets. When, like Julian's like on your deathbed, you're looking back. You could have done 1,000 different things.
Like, I didn't start that business. I didn't take that risk because I was thinking that I was scared that this person was going to think some way about me. And that's what everyone thinks. And I know I fall victim to it. And you just got to remember that you got to just change the way you think. And anything you want to do, just make the decision out of your own consciousness and trust your brain and trust yourself and just do what you want to do. And you will always turn out to be happier that way.
Without doubt. I think the happiness is fulfillment. Even if you fail, just start different things. Just do projects. Just start doing things. Like, who cares if you're going in the right direction? Just start doing things with your life. I mean, you're so scared about what another person says. If your girlfriend or boyfriend's a hater, you need to cut them out real quick. I need to just say that for a lot of people. Some people are in terrible relationships out there that if they are causing you harm, you need to leave that because they're not promoting your growth. But it doesn't matter what other people, that's besides the point. It doesn't matter what other people are thinking. You're going to regret not doing some things because of what other people thought. Your life matters because of what another person thinks.
And especially your parents too. Like a lot of people, and it's true, like no matter what kind of relationship you have with your parents, whether it's good or bad, your parents are jealous of you, and they wish that they had your life, and that's just a reality of a lot of people aren't going to admit that, but your parents, when they raise you and they see the person you're turning out to be, is they're older and they wish that they had another chance at life in this generation that you have. And you got to realize that our parents are extremely jealous of what we have access to. And a lot of times, and hopefully not, but a lot of times that jealousy turns into negativity and prevents them from doing things that they actually want to do. And it all comes from a place of love, obviously, and they're worried. They always are. They love you and they care about you, and but they want the best for you. But it's always what they are interpreting it to be.
Yeah,
and that's what we're saying.
They
don't know. Yeah. You know, like, I am my own person. Like, you are your own being. You are not your parents. They gave birth to you.
It's like they want the best for you with realms of what they want for themselves.
Exactly.
Like, what do they want you to be for them? And obviously respect your parents and love them and care for them. But a good way of going about it, if you have parents that don't understand what you want to do, like let's say you want to create an architecture business, you want to have an agency for architecture, and they're fully not in support of that, you need to understand, I am doing this because I love architecture, but I also want to promote this industry. And I think there's a huge niche that needs to be created here. And you know what? I'm going to fail. Mom, I'm going to be broke for about 5 years. I'm not going to be cash generative. But that doesn't mean I'm a failure. I'm a failure if I quit and I listen to you. You know, I'm going to quit. If I quit right now, I'm a failure. But if I continue through it and I push through and I make profits, that's a success to me. I believe failure is only if you stop doing something because of doubt, because of negativity from someone. That's failing because you just flat out stop doing something. But you continue to go through, you're just making mistakes, but you learn from the mistakes. But, you know, that's life.
It's just take action and shock the people that doubt you with results, and it doesn't really matter, you know. At the end of the day, if you become successful at what you wanted to do, and you're making money and you're happy and you can support and your family and everything, and they're going to be happy for you no matter what it is. And it's just take action, and shock the doubters with your success, and just keep doing it.
Like, want to know, like, one of my favorite things though to do is it sounds kind of cliche, but it's just work harder than them. Like, I remember, like, there's been times when I've been like, there's just been times when people just have said this negative crap, just shit to me, straight up to my face. Called me these terrible names, and I don't understand why, but I realize it comes from a sense of jealousy and doubt in themselves, and they don't like seeing confidence in someone else. They don't like seeing someone comfortable in their own skin, knowing what they want to do. And I just think of them saying that. I literally think of them saying that, the memories, and I use it to fuel me to be better. I'm like, this is why they said that to me, was because I'm moving towards my goal. I'm moving towards it. You need to, like, just outwork them.
It's so rare to find people that, see what you're doing and are really 100% believe in that. It's just so rare to find, and a lot of people will come around and say that they believed in you and supported you and whatever when you've already, made it in a way or whatever. So it's this time of just working toward your goals that there's just a lot of doubt, a lot of negativity because you haven't achieved what you want yet.
Yeah, so, you'll realize you get more hate in the beginning when you start something than when you really start achieving things. Expect so much hate when you if you want to start a little mini business, small business, a large business, if you want to get into acting, if you want, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. Really, anything that's aspirational, people are going to hate you in the beginning because they're doubtful of the idea of you doing that. But you can't let what they perceive you, like their value of you, is not your value of yourself. You can't confuse the two there, and that's the biggest difference. Because once you start making progress, and you say, I don't care what you say, like, obviously take criticism. If it's, like, insightful, you can listen to it. But there's criticism and there's doubt, and you need to, like, differentiate between the two. But yeah, that's basically once you start achieving results, you'll realize that people will just slowly go, oh, you know what? Yeah, I saw it all along. I mean, he totally told me to shut up, and he did it. But you know what? You got to keep thinking about that and keep working towards that goal. You can't really worry about what someone's going to say about you because who gives a shit?
Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, you go out of this world by yourself. You're going to die alone. You don't die with anyone.
You don't.
So at the end of the day, you got to really live your life to the fullest of what you want to do because you only care about what people think while you're here, So when you die and when you're going out of this world, you're left with everything that you've done, and at the end of the day, who's gonna care what Joe Schmo was saying? Like, it does not matter. Don't, like I said, just do it and have results and just keep doing it.
And that brings us to our next sponsor is Nike. I'm just kidding, no. But seriously,
that's it. Yeah, that's it for this video. It's about negativity and it's
dealing with doubt and stuff. And I hope that what we said resonated with. If you're listening, hope it resonates with you listening. If you're watching this, hope it resonates with you watching this. Because I think everybody has experienced doubt and hate within their families, within a relationship, within a group of friends. And we're here to tell you that, you know what? We're still working towards what we want to do with ourselves, including this podcast. And it doesn't matter what. We're going to continue bringing you the best service and the best content we can at all times because that's our duty.
And this is what we want to do.
This is what we want to do.
I want to do this. He wants to do this. We're not doing it because we don't even really have that many people watching it. But we're doing it because we want to, and it's putting our foot forward in a direction that we want to go.
And like one day, I hope like when people look back when this becomes successful, they look and they'll go, oh God, they're totally truthful from the beginning, and this is an awesome experience, and that's what we want to do is bring you the best selves that we can and bring us the best knowledge that we have as young adults in this world, because I think this is a niche that's not tapped into, and we hope we can help you guys along the way, no matter who's listening to this, because I think everybody needs to hear that they're worth something every now and then, and that they're doing the right thing, and we're here to tell you that you are, and to keep doing it. And we really believe in you. But that kind of tops it off from that.
Yeah, that's wrapping up for this topic. So, we're going to get into some stock picks for this week.
We have to wrap it up that way.
Got to give our picks out.
It's the only way we do it.
I'll go first with my pick.
Yeah, what's yours?
So we had a great green week last week, so
huge candlestick.
But green. There's a company called Fastly, and ticker sign FSLY. And it's a CDN, which is called a content delivery network.
Boom, I got it up for you.
And basically, this company really took off in the beginning of the pandemic with Zoom and a lot of other online tech companies. But this is just a company that I've seen that it's very valuable, and it had a huge sell-off Went from $122 all the way down to
58.
58.
Yeah,
and
last week.
Now, last week it started showing that recovery that I wanted to see, some confirmation candlesticks. And it's all the way up to $75. And I think that this company just still has a lot more room to run, if not go back to $135.
It's even just a good swing play. I mean, I don't even know this company. I just like the chart. I mean, you see
it's a company that it just lowers delays on websites. So when you go to click on a product on a website or a picture, when that image gets brought up to the screen, it just makes everything faster, because customers on Amazon, they lose customers based on lagging times and slow internet and slow loading pages.
Yeah.
That's how they lose customers. So companies like Fastly really are taking off, especially with a lot more e-commerce traffic. But $75 per share, I think it can go all the way up back to $120 within the next month or two.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good swing play. Fastly, that's FSLY.
FSLY, Fastly.
FSLY. My pick of the week is none other than Celsius Holdings, CELH. This is an energy drink company. You've probably seen your favorite TikTok booty influencer having it in her hand when they're promoting their brand.
It's a pretty good drink.
I mean, I'm not a huge energy drink consumer, but because I'm already freaking wired to the roof. But Celsius is an incredible. I mean, what I like about their drinks the most, and this is not a ad or anything, so if you're listening to Celsius, you can promote us and promote your stock right here. But anyways, no, they had a huge dip from $62 a share down to $41 off of a missed earnings of 1 cent. A lot of people from Zacks, who's an analyst rating company, they put them at 3 cents a share. They actually did 2 cents. They're off by 1 cent. And they went down from $62 to get this, $41. A $20 drop in a single day. That's a 30% drop in a day for, a slightly of a missed earnings. And I think this company, it's just got listed on the NASDAQ. About 9 months ago. This is a new company, and it's still outpacing almost at the market cap of Monster Energy, and it's just been listed. I think this company has huge potential growth. I really like the company.
Yeah, you'll see this drink all over in any 7-Eleven, and isn't it like it's kind of like a healthier.
It's healthier.
Option.
They have way less preservatives, and they don't have the they don't use, like, for example, if you guys know what Bang is, it's like another alternative energy drink, and it has a lot of preservatives in it and a lot of stuff that makes you crash really hard after. Celsius doesn't do that. That's what I think the niche is, and I really like that, because a lot of people hate the crash of energy drinks. But, nonetheless, this thing dipped huge, and I think that's a huge buy. I already rallied up to $46, so it went from 41 to 46, so there's a confirmation of that buyback. I think that as a swing trader, you know what, even as a long hold, terrific company, and that's all I got to say about Celsius Holdings. That's CELH on the stock exchange. But yeah, that's it.
That'll be it for us for this episode of
Bread
Up.
That's it.
Thanks for listening. And if you guys have any questions or comments of any type of stock or mental health, personal growth type questions, find a way to DM us on Instagram, Bread Up Pod, or Julian McHale,
Lucas Roll on Instagram. We got you guys.
But yeah, until next time, it'll be it. It's been Julian.
It's Lucas. Take care, guys. Bye.